Hello, everybody, and welcome to Cuba High School in Cuba, Illinois. I'm Mark Bixler and Bixler Video Productions, and of course, this is a cooperation broadcast with Farmington Central High School and streamed on demand on the NFHS network and also Canton Public Access and Farmington Community Access TV as well. We're glad to be here for this Spoon River tip-off game, part of the Fulton County tournament portion. The first 3 nights will be the Fulton County tournament. And, of course, that then will be played, I believe it's in Bushnell on Saturday, crossover games. And then the following week will be some additional crossover games that will be played here in Cuba. We are going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with the introductions of the starting lineups here from Cuba High School. Farmington entering tonight's game at 1-0. South Fulton entering tonight's game also at 1-0. Back to Farmington Cuba at Cuba High School in 60 seconds. Helping bring you this event, Spoon River Animal Clinic, located on North Main Street in Canton. By the Bank of Farmington, with locations in Canton and Farmington. Sedgwick Funeral Homes, located in Canton, Bartonville, and Farmington. By WBYS, AM 1560 and 93.7 FM, the voice of Fulton County. By Canton Napa on First Avenue in Canton. Wesley United Methodist Church of Canton, Hy-Vee of Canton, your employee-owned store, and M. Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, Monaco's Pizza on North Main Street in Canton, the home of the family pleaser, Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool in Canton, Stereo Village on South 4th Avenue in Canton, Oaks Hines Funeral Home with locations in Canton and Elmwood, Innovations Design Academy of Canton and Macomb, by CD Country, your home in the country, Remax Traders Unlimited Real Estate, Susie McMillan, your agent, and M. Bixler Video Productions. And we welcome you back to Cuba High School. Let's introduce the starting lineups. First for South Fulton, they'll be visitors on the scoreboard here tonight. And let me get that. I didn't mark it down on this sheet. Number 4, Seth Hammond will be starting. Number 22 is Adam Curry. Number 30, Alex Spencer. 31 is Grant Downen. And the final starter, number 32, is Wyatt Lehman. South Fulton's coach is Patrick Picorni. They are 1-0 on the year, winning last night against Lewistown. For the home team on the scoreboard, the Farmington Farmers, number 5, Dylan Hayden. 11 is Jake Uraz. 12, Judd Anderson. Eric Higgs wears number 33. And the final starter, Therrell Anderson, he wears number 42. Jeff Otto is the coach for the Farmington Farmers. They are 1-0 after a win over North Fulton. We'll take a break, back with the opening tip in just a moment. Helping bring you this event, Spoon River Animal Clinic, located on North Main Street in Canton. By the Bank of Farmington, with locations in Canton and Farmington. Sedgwick Funeral Homes, located in Canton, Bartonville, and Farmington. By WBYS, AM 1560 and 93.7 FM, the voice of Fulton County. By Canton Napa on First Avenue in Canton. Wesley United Methodist Church of Canton, Hy-Vee of Canton, your employee-owned store, and M. Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, Monaco's Pizza on North Main Street in Canton, the home of the family pleaser, Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool in Canton, Stereo Village on South 4th Avenue in Canton, Oaks Hines Funeral Home with locations in Canton and Elmwood, Innovations Design Academy of Canton and Macomb, by CD Country, your home in the country, Remax Traders Unlimited Real Estate, Susie McMillan, your agent, and M. Bixler Video Productions. And we're just about ready to get underway. This is the second night of the Fulton County Tournament, or the Spoon River Tip-Off Tournament. Fulton County Tournament a part of that, and the tip is off. And it is Judd Anderson that controls it for the Farmers. With it, Dylan Hayden across court. Higgs back to Hayden. Hayden, they try to go underneath, and the reverse, it's good. Pharrell Anderson with that basket, and Farmington off to a quick 2-0 lead here tonight in this night 2 of the Spoon River Tip-Off Tournament. And down the lane, maybe got by with a little bit of an extra step. That is Adam Curry. So we're knotted up at 2 points apiece. Higgs looked at the three but thought better. Anderson gives it off to Hayden. Anderson to Higgs. He'll fire the three, and it's in and out, won't go, and the rebound is to Seth Hammond, and he pushes it into the front court for the Rebels. We've played a minute, and we're tied at 2 apiece here. I'm Mark Bixler, and double dribble is called. That a turnover, and that'll give it back to the Farmers. Jacob Uraz gets it off to Anderson, Jed Anderson, as he gets it into the front court for the Farmers. Higgs gets it back to Anderson with it out top. Uraz, Higgs to Uraz. He'll take the three and got it. So Uraz, the three-pointer, and Farmington now leads it 5-2. Hammond with it on the right side, just in front of the Farmington bench. They go inside and takes it back out from the corner. Curry fires, couldn't get it to go. The rebound, and it is out of bounds, and it's going to be Farmington basketball. 6:18 remains, 5-2, Farmers with the lead. Higgs with it on the wing. Uraz, top of the key. Higgs gets it off to Jed Anderson. Anderson looked into Pharrell Anderson. Higgs with it now. Gets it out to Uraz. Anderson fires. Left it short. The rebound is to Curry. Ahead it goes to Grant Downen. In the lane. Downen couldn't get it to go. Gets his own rebound. Back up too strong. It's tipped back out, and Hammond chases it down. Curry with it out top, right side. And there's Spencer. Driving down the lane, that is Spencer. Or check that, Downen with that basket, and it's a 1-point ball game at 5-4. Anderson to Higgs. Anderson gets it back with it. Dylan Hayden out top. It goes to Anderson. Higgs fires the three, and it rims off, won't go. And the rebound is to South Fulton. That is Spencer. Downen gets it into the front court. Curry, he'll drive down the lane, kicks it out. And that's going to be a foul on Anderson. And I believe it's going to be Hammond that's going to go to the free throw line to get 2. Got Anderson picking up that foul, his first. Team's first as Hammond gets that basket. Free throw, he gets 2 of them as he was in the act of shooting, and we're tied at 5. And the second one goes in and out. Higgs gets it into the front court. Judd Anderson with it, gets it to the near side. That is Hayden. In the ball game is number 41, Nick Johnson. Higgs gets it off to Hayden. The three won't go. Higgs grabs the offensive rebound. Anderson gets it off to Johnson. Back to Anderson. Hayden, Anderson to Johnson. Low post in the ball game also is Jared DePriest. Johnson gets it back. Priest from the wing. Higgs gets that basket. His first points of the night. And Farmington back up 7-5. Down and picked it up. Curry looks to drive down the lane. He'll kiss it off the glass. Won't go. The offensive rebound deflected and on the line. It's going to be Farmington basketball. Anderson triggers it in as he gets the pass back from Johnson. Ahead it goes to Hayden. Higgs in some trouble and he loses it. Curry comes up with it and a loose ball. And the Rebels maintain possession. Curry. And that pass led a little too much as Lehman couldn't come up with it. Anderson to Higgs. He puts it up for two. And the lead is 4, the biggest of the night for the Farmers at 9-5 as we approach the 3-minute mark here tonight. In the opening quarter of play, loose on the floor. Farmington comes up with a steal. Higgs hesitates, gets it off to Johnson. Johnson looks to drive out to Anderson. Hayden looks to drive, kicks it underneath, and that pass just overpassed that time. One too many. And the turnover gives it back to South Fulton. Downen. Inside, and it is blocked. Hammond had that shot blocked. And with 2:36 remaining, Farmington still leading it by 4 at 9-5. Substitutions in the ball game. We'll get those momentarily as we get to them in the ball game. That is Brayton Kimbrough. Three-pointer, and I believe that was Downen. That's who we're going to credit it to. In the ball game, that is Caleb Gilstrap. Johnson back to Gilstrap. Urias with it in the corner to Priest. Out top, Anderson to Priest. Urias back out to Anderson. Gilstrap to Johnson. High post. Urias into DePriest. Couldn't get it to go, and they're going to go the other way. DePriest is going to be guilty of that foul. So a 1-point ball game right now. As that foul was on DePriest, his first, team's second. Downen triggers it in, gets it off to Curry. Curry being hounded by Anderson as he gets it into the lane, drives in, and that's going to be a foul on Jack Pletcher just in the ball game. His first, team's third. Common foul with 1:45 remaining. Mark Bixler, glad to be with you here tonight from Cuba High School, the Spoon River Tip-Off Classic. Downen couldn't get that one to go, and it is Pletcher that comes down with the rebound. Johnson, ahead it goes to DePriest. He fires a three, short. And it's going to stay with Farmington as the foul is going to be on Downen. His first, team's first. Eric Higgs checking back into the ball game as he'll replace Judd Anderson. Urias will trigger it in for the Farmers. They get it to Johnson underneath. As Johnson takes the pass from Pletcher, would not go, and the rebound is to Curry, and kind of in the wrong place at the wrong time is Nick Johnson, and that's going to be a foul on him. His first, team's fourth. 1:25 as Curry takes the inbounds pass, gets the ball to Downen into the front court. Drives down the lane and tries to dish it back out to Hammond, but right to Urias. That should have been a travel. No call. Can't believe it, but Farmington maintains possession somehow. Higgs took the shot. They get the offensive rebound. DePriest gets the ball to Urias from the corner. Will not go. Tapped out. Johnson battling for it, and it's out of bounds, and that should be Farmington basketball. Urias will trigger it in from the corner. Just down from the, well, it's still in the corner, but on the baseline corner. Gilstrap takes the inbounds pass, gets it to Johnson. He puts it up and got the basket. Nice soft touch by Nick Johnson. And the lead is 3 at 11-8. Curry. And they apply a kind of a run jump press. Hammond gets it off. That is Kimbrough. He looks to drive. Hammond gets it back. And that's going to be a bump foul. Urias is going to be called for it. His first, team's fifth. Just over 23 seconds remaining here in this opening quarter of play. South Fulton with it. Hammond as we're under 10 seconds. He looks to drive, and that will not go. It is Farmington with the rebound, Gilstrap, and that will end the first quarter. After one quarter of play here at Cuba, it's Farmington 11, South Fulton 8. Back in 60 seconds. Helping bring you this event, Spoonerville Animal Clinic, located on North Main Street in Canton. By the Bank of Farmington, with locations in Canton and Farmington. Sedgwick Funeral Homes, located in Canton, Bartonville, and Farmington. By WBYS, AM 1560 and 93.7 FM, the voice of Fulton County. By Canton Napa on First Avenue in Canton. Wesley United Methodist Church of Canton, Hy-Vee of Canton, your employee-owned store, and M. Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, Monica's Pizza on North Main Street in Canton, the home of the family pleaser, Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool in Canton, Stereo Village on South 4th Avenue in Canton, Oaks Hines Funeral Home with locations in Canton and Elmwood, Innovations Design Academy of Canton and Macomb, by CD Country, your home in the country, Remax Traders Unlimited Real Estate, Susie McMillan, your agent, and M. Bixler Video Productions. Back in Cuba, 11-8, Farmington with the three-point lead here in this first game of night number 2. Farmington and South Fulton, the Rebels with possession to start this second quarter of play. Hurry, the nice back door, and the basket is good. Downen with that basket. His second of the night. Actually his third field goal. 2 two-point goals and a three-point goal, so he has 7 on the night. Higgs gets it back out top. Hayden, Gilstrap with it. On the baseline, that was Pharrell Anderson. Higgs gets it to Hayden. Gilstrap back to Hayden. Looks to drive, cut off. Gilstrap has it on the wing. High post. They try to get it into DePriest, and it is deflected away. Curry gets it down to Downen. He'll take the three, and it is short. And it will be Higgs that comes up with the loose ball. 7 minutes. We played a minute here in the second quarter. Gilstrap, low post to DePriest. He'll kick it back out to Gilstrap. Higgs to Gilstrap. Keeping a close eye on Eric Higgs. Gilstrap to Higgs. Hayden on the right wing now, the near side wing. Far side wing, Gilstrap, and it looks like Jeff Otto is going to take a timeout. We'll be back to Cuba. Farmington with a 1-point lead, 11-10 in 30 seconds. Helping bring you this event, Spoonerville Animal Clinic, located on North Main Street in Canton. By the Bank of Farmington, with locations in Canton and Farmington. Sedgwick Funeral Homes, located in Canton, Bartonville, and Farmington. By WBYS, AM 1560 and 93.7 FM, the voice of Fulton County. By Canton Napa on First Avenue in Canton. Wesley United Methodist Church of Canton, Hy-Vee of Canton, your employee-owned store, and M. Bixler Video Productions. Back in Cuba, 11-10 Farmington with a 1-point lead. The Farmers with possession. The long inbound pass goes to Pharrell Anderson. Hayden with it. Gives it up in the ball game now. It's number 24, Blake Matson. Higgs with it. He fires a three, and it rims out. Will not go. He is scoreless from three-point range. He does have a couple field goals, though. Curry, they get it inside. Kicks it back out. Hammond fires a three. Will not go. The long rebound. And it is still loose on the floor. Who's got it? It looks like Anderson. Throw Anderson. Higgs has it now. He looks to drive. Kicks it under to DePriest. He'll go back up with it, and it rolls off. Won't go. Deflected out of bounds off of Farmington. And it'll be Rebel basketball. 5:56 remaining here in this second quarter of play. 11-10 Farmington. Mark Bixler with you. Glad to be with you here on Canton Public Access, Farmington Community Access, as well as on demand on the Farmington NFHS site. Curry, ahead it goes. And that's going to be a foul. Let's see who that's going to be on. It's either going to be on one of the Andersons, and it looks like it's going to be on Judd Anderson. And I believe that's his second. 6-team foul, so the next one will put South Fulton in the bonus situation. Downing to Hammond. Out top it goes. As that is Lehman. Curry fires a three, rims out, and the rebound is to Farmington as DePriest gets it off to Higgs. Higgs, the runner, cannot get it to go, and it's out of bounds off of Higgs, and it'll be South Fulton basketball. So the Rebels with another chance to take the lead. They have yet to lead this one. Right now it's 11-10. The ball is loose. Hammond comes up with it. Downen looks inside. Brings it out top. Long range three, it's good, and South Fulton has Downen. It's his second three of the night, and South Fulton takes their first lead at 13-11. If Eric Higgs gets going, look out, because he is definitely a streak shooter. Higgs open for three. Let's see what he can do. He cannot get that one to go, and it is loose, and South Fulton with possession. Coach Otto said before the game, he said, if we don't shoot the ball well, we could be in trouble. Anderson gets the ball to Higgs. Higgs. That three does not go, and it is Thurell Anderson, a held ball. On the alternating possession, it'll go to South Fulton. And it should be, and that is right. It should be Farmington basketball. I thought so. Coach Jansen in the ball game as Urias will trigger it in. Anderson couldn't get it to go, and the rebound is to South Fulton. A lot of traffic in there in the lane, but Farmington unable to get it to drop, and it's going to be a timeout as Downen was in trouble. South Fulton electing to take it. I believe it's going to be a 30-second timeout with 4:01 remaining. South Fulton 13, Farmington 11, back in 30 seconds. Helping bring you this event, Monical's Pizza on North Main Street in Canton, the home of the family pleaser, Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool in Canton, Stereo Village on South 4th Avenue in Canton, Oaks Hines Funeral Home with locations in Canton and Elmwood, Innovations Design Academy of Canton and Macomb, by CD Country, your home in the country, Remax Traders Unlimited Real Estate, Susie McMillan, your agent, and M. Bixler Video Productions. Back in Cuba, 13-11, South Fulton leading this over Farmington. Both teams 1-0 on the year. Downen, well, they try to get it to Hammond, but Johnson was there and deflected it out of bounds, and it'll stay with South Fulton. Curry will trigger it in with 3:51 remaining here in this first half of play. Curry gets it up on the baseline. Who's in the ball game is John Boggs. Boggs took it to the top of the key, gets it off to Curry on the wing. He looks to drive, spins, left it short, and it is loose. Who's got it? It looks like it's going to be Farmington that comes away with it. Urias underneath to Jansen. He has it blocked from behind, and Jansen will go to the free throw line to get 2, and I believe that was on Curry. No, check that on Lehman. Jansen's first does not go. He'll get the second, though. A chance to pull Farmington within 1. Jansen's second free throw. It's on the way, and it rims out, does not go. The rebound is to Downen. And it goes to Hammond. Hammond looks to drive, pulls up the baseline jumper. It's good. His first, check that, his first field goal of the night. He has 3 now, and the lead is 4 at 15-11. That matches Farmington's biggest lead. Urias in the lane. Jansen gets it back out. Johnson to Urias. He fires a 3, will not go. The long rebound, and it is check that, South Fulton that comes away. And play getting a little sloppy, but South Fulton maintains possession. Higgs battling for it against Hammond, and he comes up with the steal finally. Higgs takes it in, throws it up, and it will be, and Coach Picorni not happy with the play at the other end not being called, and this one being called is Higgs at the free throw line. Will get 2, and the first one is good. 15-12, and being on this end, tough to tell, but from what I saw, a valid point as Picorni got, or I should say Higgs gets both free throws. And substitution is Judd Anderson checking back into the ball game with 2.5 minutes remaining. Farmington and South Fulton with the Rebels leading the Farmers by 2 as Hayden deflects that out of bounds, and it'll stay with South Fulton. Downen will trigger it in. They get the ball to Curry. Curry with the ball. Gives it up. I believe that's Downen. He looks to drive. Kisses it off the glass for 2. And it's back to a 4-point lead at 17-13. Judd Anderson gives it all up to Johnson. Back to Anderson. Urias. Hayden to Johnson. He looks to drive. Kicks it over. Judd Anderson throws it up, and it will not go. And the loose ball, that is Lehman that comes up with it and gets the ball off to Curry. Curry to Downen as he gets it into the front court. Underneath, and it is deflected, kicking the ball. And it will be South Fulton basketball with 1:40 remaining. 17-13 is the score. The inbounds pass taken by Curry. Lehman. Downen. Curry with it on the right side wing. And that's going to be a reach in against Urias. His second. And now South Fulton will be at the charity stripe from here on out, getting 1 and 1. 26. Curry's free throw rims out, does not go. And Higgs, it's going to be a block. Coach Picorni wanting a charge, and that's one that could have went either way. Higgs will go to the free throw line. Did not catch who that foul was on. A minute 20 remaining, and Higgs' free throw rims off, does not go. Had a chance to tie it if he was able to get both free throws, but missed the front end of the 1-on-1. Nice anticipation by Johnson. And he takes it in for the 2 and is fouled. Did not again catch who that was, but Johnson with the basket and the chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. And he does not get it. The rebound is to South Fulton and the Rebels. And Farmington all knotted up at 17. Nice pass into Lehman. He'll take it up, cannot get it to go. And Anderson with it. Higgs, he looks to drive, takes it in, kicks it out to Johnson for the 3. It will not go, battling for it, and it is Lehman that comes up with it. Curry will work it into the front court for the Rebels. He'll drive in all the way, too strong, and the rebound and putback, and I believe Higgs is going to be guilty of that foul. This time we have a little different angle, and it is Higgs that commits the foul. Lehman will go to the free throw line to get the 2. First one is good. 18-17. Second one is on the way, and it rattles out, will not go. Hayden gets it off to Higgs. 30 seconds remaining. You got to think they're going to settle for 1. Higgs couldn't get it to go. The rebound is to Lehman. And Curry has it into the front court. And that is a steal. Higgs comes up with it. He'll lay it off the glass for 2 with 8 seconds remaining, and Farmington has a 1-point lead. And the shot at the buzzer rims out, won't go, as Hayden comes down with the rebound, and that ends the first half of play. Farmington and South Fulton in a tussle right now. Farmington with a 1-point lead at 19-18. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back here at halftime in 2 minutes. Helping bring you this event, Spoonerville Animal Clinic, located on North Main Street in Canton, by the Bank of Farmington, with locations in Canton and Farmington. Sedgwick Funeral Homes, located in Canton, Bartonville, and Farmington, by WBYS AM 1560 and 93.7 FM, the voice of Fulton County, by Canton Napa on First Avenue in Canton, Wesley United Methodist Church of Canton, Hy-Vee of Canton, your employee-owned store, and M. Bixler Video Productions.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're going to try to dictate to you what you're going to do on both offense and defense. We're going to come at you.
One shot at this.
Now it's time to put the hats on and go get some work done.
They're all going to look to make a statement early.
Helping bring you this event, Monica's Pizza on North Main Street in Canton, the home of the family pleaser, Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool in Canton, Stereo Village on South 4th Avenue in Canton, Oaks Hines Funeral Home with locations in Canton and Elmwood, Innovations Design Academy of Canton and Macomb, by CD Country, your home in the country, Remax Traders Unlimited Real Estate, Susie McMillan, your agent, and M. Bixler Video Productions. And we welcome you back here to Cuba. It's a 19-18 lead for the Farmington Farmers over the South Fulton Rebels here tonight. Night 2 of the Spoon River Tip-Off Classic, the East Division. And, of course, the East Division, the first 3 nights considered part of the Fulton County Tournament. South Fulton edging Lewistown last night, and Farmington getting a big win over North Fulton on night number 1. Night number 2, it sees South Fulton and Farmington, and the next game, which we will not have, will be Lewistown and North Fulton. And we'll be back here Friday night as Lewistown and Farmington will be battling it out here for the Spoon River Tip-Off Classic and the Fulton County portion of the tournament. Let's take a look at the unofficial scoring. First off, for the visitors on the scoreboard, that would be South Fulton. We have unofficially Wyatt Lehman with a free throw, 1 point. Adam Curry with a field goal for 2 points. Seth Hammond with a field goal and a free throw for 3 points. And Grant Downen, we have him with 3 2-point goals and 2 3-point goals, leading the way. He's the only player in double digits right now with 12 points. For the Farmington Farmers, we're off by a little bit. Not sure where I missed the points, but we have unofficially Thorell Anderson with 2 points. Jacob Urias with 2 points. 3 points, rather. Nick Johnson we have with 4 points, and we have Eric Higgs with 6 points for the Farmington Farmers. But as we said, we're off by about 4 points, and that's unusual for me. I usually am, if I'm off, I'm usually only off a couple points, but apparently I'm off 4 points here tonight. Again, it is halftime here from Cuba High School. I'm Mark Bixler, glad to be with you here from the Spoon River Tip-Off Classic, the East Division, or the Fulton County Tournament portion. As we said, it's 19-18. Farmington with the 1-point lead over South Fulton. And, of course, I'm with M. Bixler Video Productions, glad to be with you, and also with On Demand on the NFHS, the Farmington NFHS Network, as well as on Canton Community Access, Canton Public Access TV, and Farmington Community Access TV. We're going to take another break. 19-18, Farmington with a 1-point lead over South Fulton. Back at Cuba in 2 minutes. Helping bring you this event, Spoon River Animal Clinic, located on North Main Street in Canton, by the Bank of Farmington, with locations in Canton and Farmington, Sedgwick Funeral Homes, located in Canton, Bartonville, and Farmington, by WBYS AM 1560 and 93.7 FM, the voice of Fulton County, by Canton Napa on 1st Avenue in Canton, Wesley United Methodist Church of Canton, Hy-Vee of Canton, your employee-owned store, and M. Bixler Video Productions.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're going to try to dictate to you what you're going to do on both offense and defense. We're going to come at you.
One shot at this.
And now it's time to put the hats on and go get some work done.
So they're all going to look to make a statement early.
Helping bring you this event, Monocle's Pizza on North Main Street in Canton, the home of the family pleaser, Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool in Canton, Stereo Village on South 4th Avenue in Canton, Oaks Hines Funeral Home with locations in Canton and Elmwood, Innovations Design Academy of Canton and Macomb, by CD Country, your home in the country, Remax Traders Unlimited Real Estate, Susie McMillan, your agent, and M. Bixler Video Productions. Back in Cuba, Farmington with a 1-point lead here tonight. It's night number 2 of the Spooner Tip-Off Classic, the East Division, and that's the Fulton County portion. South Fulton with possession. A nice pass down and couldn't get it to go as Hayden grabs the rebound and he quickly pushes it into the front court. And that shot won't go by Higgs, and he is just off a little bit tonight, but really coming off of the football season just a little over a week ago, almost 2 weeks ago. Really probably just getting his basketball legs under him. Starting to anyway. Deflected out of bounds. It stays with South Fulton. So the Rebels maintaining possession as Curry takes the inbounds pass. Hammond rather, he looks to drive and has it blocked, and that is out of bounds, and it'll stay with South Fulton. Well, we played about a minute, and it's almost been the entire minute in the South Fulton end. Well, that is going to be a steal. Urias, he'll lay it up for 2. His first 2-point goal, another turnover. Anderson kicks it out. Hayden, the runner in the lane, can't get it to go, and it's off of Farmington. So it'll go to South Fulton. Well, the Farmers applying some full court pressure. And another steal. Hayden dishes it off. Urias, he'll drive, kicks it out. Higgs to Anderson. Anderson gives it off to Higgs on the right side wing. Out top, Hayden. The lob underneath to Higgs for 2. And a timeout taken as the first 4 points scored by Farmington. They lead it by 5. A full timeout. Back to Cuba in 60 seconds. Helping bring you this event, Spooner Animal Clinic, located on North Main Street in Canton, by the Bank of Farmington, with locations in Canton and Farmington, Sedgwick Funeral Homes, located in Canton, Bartonville, and Farmington, by WBYS AM 1560 and 93.7 FM, the voice of Fulton County, by Canton Napa on First Avenue in Canton, Wesley United Methodist Church of Canton, Hy-Vee of Canton, your employee-owned store, and M. Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, Monocle's Pizza on North Main Street in Canton, the home of the family pleaser, Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool in Canton, Stereo Village on South 4th Avenue in Canton, Oaks Hines Funeral Home with locations in Canton and Elmwood, Innovations Design Academy of Canton and Macomb, by CD Country, your home in the country, Remax Traders Unlimited Real Estate, Susie McMillan, your agent, and M. Bixler Video Productions. Back in Cuba, Farmington has extended what was a 1-point lead at the half out to 5, 23-18, scoring the first 4 points of this second half. And thanks in part to some full court pressure they've slapped on the Rebels. Well, they beat the press this time, being a little more patient, and that should be over and back, and it is. That was not deflected. The official's a little slow on the trigger to call that, but did get it right. Urias gets it into Judd Anderson, who gets it off to Hayden. Terrell Anderson gets it back to Hayden. Now left side, it's Judd Anderson. Urias. Judd Anderson, now Hayden. Thorell Anderson. Skip pass. It goes to Judd. He looks to drive. Kicks it out to Thorell. He looks to drive. Gets it off to Hayden. Judd Anderson to Urias. He'll pop the three, and it skips across. Won't go. Higgs with that offensive rebound and putback. He's come alive here in the second half. He now has 10 as Urias with a steal and the basket. And the lead is ballooned to 9 as the first 8 points scored by Farmington. Downen, he's been somewhat shut down here in the second half. And it looks like Farmington is going to went to a man-to-man. That's pretty much what they usually play. A little more in your face. Intense. The intensity is picked up, I guess, is what I should say. And the pass goes down to Downen. Downen looks to drive in the lane. Has it deflected away. It's picked off. Judd Anderson comes up with it. He maintains possession. He looks to drive, gets it out to Higgs. Higgs to Hayden. Urias in the corner. He'll bring it back out. Anderson, 4:14 remaining here in this third quarter of play. 27-18. It was 19-18 at the half. Higgs. Urias to Hayden. It's to Judd Anderson. Nice pass inside, and that's going to be a foul. It'll be a common one. And I believe that was on Downen. His second, team's first here in the second half. Hayden will trigger it in. In the corner, Higgs. He'll bring it back out. Higgs to Hayden. Judd Anderson with it in the corner. Back to Hayden. Now that is Higgs. He looks to drive. Cut off. Anderson. Throw. Check that. That's Nick Johnson. Jared DePriest. Hayden, the leaner, got it. His first points of the night, and the lead is now 11. As they've scored the first 10 underneath, and that is good. John Boggs with that basket. And the first points of the second half for South Fulton. DePriest. Hayden kicks it out. Johnson to Anderson. Higgs. They give him the three. Fires, and he got that one. If he gets going, look out. If he gets hot. One thing, if Farmington gets their press going, it gets you kind of panicking. Deflected off of Higgs. It'll stay with South Fulton. You just have to remain composed. Nice fake. Hammond, he puts it up and it rolls through. Higgs into the front court, 32-22. DePriest fires, can't get it to go. It's deflected out of bounds, and it should stay with Farmington off of South Fulton. Urias checking in for Hayden. 2:25 remains here in this third quarter of play. I'm Mark Bixler. I'm Bixler Video Productions. Glad to be with you here on Canton Public Access TV. As DePriest couldn't get it to go, and the foul is going to be on Curry, I believe. And it is. Also on Farmington Community Access TV and also the Farmington NFHS network. DePriest got that one. Matches the biggest lead of the night for Farmington at 11, 33-22. Second free throw is on the way, and it rims out. And the rebound is to Downen. He'll push it into the front court, and a whistle, and that's going to be a reach in. And that foul on Nick Johnson. Be a common foul. 2:17 remaining as Downen will trigger it in. Gets the ball to Curry. Curry hands the ball up to Hammond. Back to Curry. He'll look to drive. Pulls up the runner in the lane. Bounces high and through. Anderson quickly into the front court to Urias. Back to Judd Anderson. Urias with it. Anderson top, and that is number 24, Blake Matson. Johnson back to Matson. Judd Anderson. He throws it off the glass, won't go, gets his own rebound, back to Matson. Urias, he'll fire the three. The left-hander can't get it to go. It's loose and deflected to Curry. A minute and a half remaining. Well, Urias picks Curry's pocket, dribbles through some traffic, takes it down to the corner, gets it to Johnson. A whistle, and that's going to be a foul, and I think that is going to be on Brayton Kimbrough. And is. Common foul. Farmington will put it in play underneath their own basket. And that is deflected. The steal. And that is deflected. DePriest got the steal and the basket. And the lead is back to 11, 35-24. And it's deflected. That should have been double dribble. It is. It deflected off of his hand, and then he dribbled again. That is a double dribble. Coach McCorney doesn't agree, but it was. He had control of it. It fell out, and then he dribbled again without it being touched. Judd Anderson with it, gets the ball to Urias. Anderson gets it back. Johnson to Anderson. 38 seconds remaining. Matson with it in the wing, inside. They try to get it inside, but forced it into traffic, into Johnson. And a nice play by Downen. And it's back to a 9-point ball game. Johnson. Cross court to Urias. He'll fire the three. It rims out, won't go. And the rebound is to Hammond. He pushes it into the front court. Pulls up off the glass, won't go. And it is DePriest that comes up with it. 4 seconds, and that's going to be a block. I don't disagree with that because, and the reason I think that was a block was you got to give him the room to come down, and he didn't. 3 seconds remaining. He went up to get the ball and came down, and the deep ender was there underneath him, had moved in, and that's why the charge. And with 3 seconds remaining, it looks like Coach Otto is going to take a timeout. And I believe this is going to be a 30-second timeout, so we're going to keep it here with 3 seconds remaining. 35-26. So a couple calls that Coach McCorney didn't agree with, but I think in both cases the officials actually got it right. (35-26). Farmington has led by as many as 11. They'll have possession. Johnson will trigger it in, and it looks like South Fulton at this point is going to keep it low, and underneath the DePriest puts it up, cannot get it to go, and that will end the third quarter of play. After 3/4 of play, it is Farmington leading it by 9, 35-26. Back with the final 8 minutes of play in 60 seconds. Helping bring you this event, Spooner Animal Clinic, located on North Main Street in Canton. By the Bank of Farmington, with locations in Canton and Farmington. Sedgwick Funeral Homes, located in Canton, Bartonville, and Farmington. By WBYS, AM 1560 and 93.7 FM, the voice of Fulton County. By Canton Napa on First Avenue in Canton. Wesley United Methodist Church of Canton, Hy-Vee of Canton, your employee-owned store, and M. Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, Monica's Pizza on North Main Street in Canton, the home of the family pleaser, Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool in Canton, Stereo Village on South 4th Avenue in Canton, Oaks Hines Funeral Home with locations in Canton and Elmwood, Innovations Design Academy of Canton and Macomb, by CD Country, your home in the country, Remax Traders Unlimited Real Estate, Susie McMillan, your agent, and M. Bixler Video Productions. Final quarter of play just underway as Johnson triggers it into Hayden. Hayden gives it up to Gilstrap. Back out top to Hayden. Looks to drive, kicks it out to Higgs in the corner. Pulled up, thought about the three, but decided not. Gilstrap looks to drive. This is it off to Higgs. Johnson for the three, cannot get it, too strong. Quickly down court. That does not go. And getting his own rebound and then going back up with it. And then the foul on Higgs was John Boggs. So Boggs will go to the free throw line to get the 2 free throws. 35-26. Missed that one. He'll get the second. Farmington scored the first 10 points of this third quarter. And saw their lead balloon from 1 out to 11. The second free throw rattles around and Boggs gets it. Hayden gets it off to Gilstrap. Gilstrap gives it to Higgs from the corner. Fires for three. Cannot get it to go. The rebound is to Curry. Curry quickly into the front court. Out top it goes. Downen. Underneath alone. Lehman for two. Nice no-look pass. And the lead is down to 6. Gilstrap to DePriest. Kicks it out. Higgs now with it. Hayden to Gilstrap. Out between the circles. Hayden with it now. They give it off to Higgs. Thought about it, but then decided not. Hayden with it now to DePriest. The runner in the lane left it short, gets his own rebound, and it is taken from behind. Curry, he's had his pocket picked several times tonight, but he picks Gilstrap's. That is blocked. Saved back in. Downen, he looks to drive, scoops it up, and good. And just like that, it's a 4-point lead. Farmington 35-31 over South Fulton. Hayden gets it off. We're down to 6 minutes remaining. Gilstrap with it. Gilstrap to Higgs. Higgs back to Gilstrap. Right side. Gilstrap takes the pass from Hayden. Between the circles, Gilstrap to Hayden. They're willing to milk time off this clock. 5:35 remaining here. Gilstrap to Higgs. Back to Gilstrap. Hayden. DePriest to Higgs. And that's going to be a carry. But they still take a lot of time off the clock. I know Coach Otto not particularly happy with that, but took a lot of time off the clock here in this final quarter of play. It's a 4-point lead for Farmington, 35-31. I knew South Fulton was going to make a little bit of a charge, a run. Curry, and that's going to be a block before the shot. It'll be a common foul. Downen will trigger it in. That is deflected, and Higgs comes up with a steal. He's got a breakaway. He is going to lay it off the glass for two. And a breakaway the other way as Downen couldn't get it to go, though, and South Fulton misses an opportunity to trim into the lead once again to get it back down to 4. Farmington with possession. Judd Anderson with it. Right side. Higgs. He looks to drive. Cut off. On the baseline. Kicks it out to Johnson. And a travel is called. Farmington misses a chance to extend the lead. Terrell Anderson checking back in for Johnson. South Fulton is with that. It's Alex Spencer. That could have been a travel, but doesn't matter as Higgs comes up with a steal. He lays it up, cannot get it to go. Anderson, and it is loose, and it's going to be out of bounds, and that I'm waiting to see his decision. Haven't seen it yet. And it's going to be Farmington basketball. I thought it was going to be, but never did see a hand signal who was going to get the ball. And if that's one thing that bothers me is when an official doesn't give the hand signal. Because until he gives it, as an announcer, we don't know who has the ball, for sure. Urias looks inside. Picks up the dribble, gets it off to Judd Anderson. And it's tipped from behind. It'll stay with Farmington. 3:54 remaining. Once this is over, we'll be back and we'll recap this one. Pass to Anderson, couldn't get it to go, and South Fulton comes up with it off the miss, the rebound. Curry. And he dribbles into traffic and turns it over. And Judd Anderson didn't see Curry coming from behind, and then Curry tipped it, dribbled it once, and then picked it up and tried to dribble again. And that's a double dribble. Higgs throws it up, and he is going to go to the free throw line. Spencer called for that foul. So Higgs will go to the free throw line to get the 2 free throws. First one is good. It's a 7-point lead. Second one is on the way, and it rattles through. Ahead it goes. Lehman, he'll pull up. Hammond fires for 3. Good. 5-point lead, 39-34. Urias with it. Throws it overhead, and Higgs goes and chases it down. Under 3 minutes, 2:50 remaining. Higgs takes the pass. He'll look to drive, kisses it off too strong, and the rebound goes to South Fulton. Ahead it goes to Downen. Downen will lay it up, will not go, and it is out of bounds, and it will be South Fulton basketball. Downen to Hammond from the corner. Does not go, and it is Downen with the offensive rebound. Hammond, he looks to drive, spins, puts it up, and it won't go, but he's going to go to the free throw line. I believe that's going to be on Urias. Hammond will get the 2 free throws. He's 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. Got that one. Back to a 4-point ball game. Get the second one here and a chance to make it a 3-point ball game. It's on the way and it's good. Coach Picorni wants a timeout. He wants a full one. They're down by 3 with 2:26 remaining. It's Farmington 39, South Fulton 36. Back to Cuba in 60 seconds. Helping bring you this event, Spoonerville Animal Clinic, located on North Main Street in Canton. By the Bank of Farmington, with locations in Canton and Farmington. Sedgwick Funeral Homes, located in Canton, Bartonville, and Farmington. By WBYS, AM 1560 and 93.7 FM, the voice of Fulton County. By Canton Napa on First Avenue in Canton. Wesley United Methodist Church of Canton, Hy-Vee of Canton, your employee-owned store, and M. Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, Monica's Pizza on North Main Street in Canton, the home of the family pleaser, Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool in Canton, Stereo Village on South 4th Avenue in Canton, Oaks Hines Funeral Home with locations in Canton and Elmwood, Innovations Design Academy of Canton and Macomb, by CD Country, your home in the country, Remax Traders Unlimited Real Estate, Susie McMillan, your agent, and M. Bixler Video Productions. 2:26 remaining here in this final quarter of play. South Fulton has rallied. They now trail by 3. They've trailed by as many as 11 here tonight. And right now trail 39-36. That's going to be a foul on Downing. Still a common, though. They've got a few fouls to give. Brayton Kimbrough checking back in as it looks like Urias will trigger it in for the Farmers. That's going to be a foul on Hammond. I see what Coach Corney is trying to do. He's trying to get them, maybe not to put them in the bonus, but get them to the 6 fouls. And actually, they're in the 1-and-1 right now. Therrell Anderson, 1-and-1. The first is good, and it's a 4-point lead. But sometimes, be careful what you wish for, because if a team is good at shooting free throws, which tonight Farmington hasn't exactly shot the free throw well, but what they shoot during the first part of the ball game doesn't matter. It's what they shoot at the end. Higgs to Hayden underneath. Therrell Anderson to Judd Anderson. Hayden, and that's going to be a foul. And the 1-and-1 is in effect with 1:44 remaining. So Hayden will go to the free throw line to get the 1-and-1. And that should be the 8th foul. First one is good. Well, before they got to the bonus, it was a 3-point ball game. Right now, it's been extended to 5, and Hayden has a chance to make this a 6-point ball game. Second free throw is on the way, and it's good. Got them both. 42-36, Farmington underneath, and it is intercepted by Urias. Hayden with it. Gets it up. Anderson, and the whistle. 1:34 remaining. Hayden goes back to the free throw line. That should be the 9th, I believe, team foul. So Dylan Hayden getting the front end of the 1-and-1. That should be the last 1-1, and that rolls through. And the lead is 7. The double bonus should be now in effect for Farmington. Second one is on the way, and it's good. Got them both. The lead extended out to 8. Timeout taken. It's Farmington 44. South Fulton 36. Back to Cuba in 60 seconds. Helping bring you this event, Spoonerville Animal Clinic, located on North Main Street in Canton. By the Bank of Farmington, with locations in Canton and Farmington. Sedgwick Funeral Homes, located in Canton, Bartonville, and Farmington. By WBYS, AM 1560 and 93.7 FM, the voice of Fulton County. By Canton Napa on First Avenue in Canton. Wesley United Methodist Church of Canton, Hy-Vee of Canton, your employee-owned store, and M. Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, Monica's Pizza on North Main Street in Canton, the home of the family pleaser, Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool in Canton, Stereo Village on South 4th Avenue in Canton, Oaks Hines Funeral Home with locations in Canton and Elmwood, Innovations Design Academy of Canton and Macomb, by CD Country, your home in the country, Remax Traders Unlimited Real Estate, Susie McMillan, your agent, and M. Bixler Video Productions. Back in Cuba, 44-36 is the score. Excuse me. South Fulton with the ball, but down by 8. Curry gives the ball up. That's Downen. Leans in and throws it up, and it is a turnover. Urias, 1:12 remaining. Hayden. And that's an interception. Downen fires the 3, does not go, and it's out of bounds, and it will be Farmington basketball. (44-36) still. Farmington with that 8-point lead. Higgs takes the pass and a reach in. Curry guilty of that foul, and the double bonus should be in effect. So Higgs will go to the free throw line to get the 2 free throws. First is good. He has come alive here in the second half. Under a minute, 46-36. Farmington with the 10-point lead. Does not go. It is loose. Lehman with the offensive rebound and put back. Couldn't get it to go, and Higgs comes out with a loose ball. And that should be an intentional foul. He grabbed a hold of his jersey. That's not going for the ball. So South Fulton getting a little bit of a break there, but I'm not sure if the officials saw that or not. The lead is 11. I don't think it really is going to matter. 48-36. Farmington will go to 2-0 on the year as Downen throws it up. Does not go, and it's out of bounds, and it'll stay with South Fulton. Downen triggers it in, gets the ball to Boggs. Does not go. Boggs gets it back up, and he is fouled with just over 22 seconds remaining. So Boggs will go to the free throw line to get the 2 free throws. Neither team has shot well from the free throw line here tonight. Farmington has more so of late here down the stretch, but still not great from the free throw line. And that one doesn't go either, as Therrell Anderson gets the rebound, and Higgs will slowly work it into the front court, and that's going to do it, as he'll just kind of stay out front and dribble. Gets it off to Hayden. 7 seconds, and he's just going to dribble the timeout. Well, they got it down to 3 at 39-36, but from then on it was all Farmington as they score the last 9 points of tonight's ball game, and they win it 48-36. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back here to wrap things up here from Cuba High School in this first game of night number 2 of the Fulton County, or the Spooner River Tip-Off Classic, the Fulton County portion, in 2 minutes. Helping bring you this event, Spooner River Animal Clinic, located on North Main Street in Canton, by the Bank of Farmington, with locations in Canton and Farmington, Sedgwick Funeral Homes, located in Canton, Bartonville, and Farmington, by WBYS AM 1560 and 93.7 FM, the voice of Fulton County, by Canton Napa on First Avenue in Canton, Wesley United Methodist Church of Canton, Hy-Vee of Canton, your employee-owned store, and M. Bixler Video Productions.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're going to try to dictate to you what you're going to do on both offense and defense. We're going to come at you.
One shot at this.
Now it's time to put the hats on and go get some work done.
They're all going to look to make a statement early.
Helping bring you this event, Monica's Pizza on North Main Street in Canton, the home of the Family Pleaser, Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool in Canton, Stereo Village on South 4th Avenue in Canton, Oaks Hines Funeral Home with locations in Canton and Elmwood, Innovations Design Academy of Canton and Macomb, by CD Country, your home in the country, Remax Traders Unlimited Real Estate, Susie McMillan, your agent, and M. Bixler Video Productions. Back at Cuba, final score 48-36 as Farmington pulls out the 12-point win here tonight. Let's quickly recap here tonight. First off for South Fulton, we had unofficially Wyatt Lehman with 3, John Boggs with 3, Adam Curry with 4, Seth Hammond in double digits with 10, and Grant Downen with 16 points, leading the way for the Rebels. For Farmington, we had Therrell Anderson with 3, Nick Johnson with 4, Jared DePriest with 3, Dylan Hayden with 6, Jacob Urias with 7, and leading the way for the Farmers, Eric Higgs, we had unofficially with 21 points. Again, the final score here tonight from Cuba. Night 2 of the Spooner River Tip-Off Classic. Farmington winning this 48-36. They improved to 2-0 on the year. South Fulton falls to 1-1, and we'll be here Friday night as well. As Farmington will take on Lewistown. Again, the final score: Farmington 48, South Fulton 36. For M. Bixler Video Productions, I'm Mark Bixler. Until next time, so long, everybody.